Tottenham are back to winning ways. Harry Kane is back from injury. Heung Son is scoring again. Tottenham are only 4 points away from the top four. I'm going to go through all of the match facts and stats and look at today's newspapers. Welcome back to another video. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. So after 3 defeats on the spin in the Premier League, of course, against Liverpool, against Brighton and then against Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur faced West Bromwich Albion at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and we won the game at 2-0. A shock return for Harry Kane, a very pleasing return for Harry Kane as well. And of course, he is now our joint second highest ever goal scorer at Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. It was absolutely brilliant to see Harry Kane walking through the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium yesterday. But in today's video, I'm going to go through all of the media reports, looking at all of the media articles that have been published in today's newspapers and going through all of the match facts and stats as well. So before I go through all of the media reports, just going to have a look at all of the Premier League results from this weekend. Now, on Saturday, Aston Villa beat our North London rivals Arsenal 1-0. Burnley drew 1-1 with Brighton. Newcastle United beat Southampton 3-2. Fulham and West Ham had a goalless draw. Manchester United drew 3-3 at home against Everton. Yesterday, Sunday, Tottenham Hotspur, of course, beat West Bromwich Albion at 2-0. Fantastic feeling to be back to winning ways. Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Leicester City 0, Liverpool 1, Manchester City 4. Manchester City are now running away with the Premier League. We will look at the table in a minute. Sheffield United 1, Chelsea 2. There will be one Premier League game that will take place today. Leeds United will take on Crystal Palace. But the Premier League table, Spurs started the weekend in 8th place and we are still in 8th place. But we are only 4 points away from the top 4. Manchester City are top. They have played 22 matches. They have 50 points. They are 5 points clear of second place Manchester United, who have played a game more, and they have 45 points. Liverpool are in 4th place. They have played 23. They only have 40 points. And we are 4 points behind Liverpool, who are in 4th. We have now played 22. We have won 10. We've drawn 6 and lost 6. We have a goal difference of plus 14. We have 36 points. Our next Premier League game, of course, we do play Everton midweek in the FA Cup on Wednesday, but our next Premier League game takes place on Saturday, 5:30 kickoff away at Manchester City. What a huge game that is. So Tottenham's team lineup was Hugo Lloris in goal, and then Serge Aurier, Ben Davies, Davinson Sanchez and Toby Alderweireld. And then in midfield, Tanguy Ndombele, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, Eric Lamela, Lucas Moura, Heung Son, and up front it was Harry Kane. Substitutes for Tottenham, Matt Doherty, Gareth Bale, unused again, surprisingly. Joe Hart, Joe Rodon, Eric Dyer was dropped to the bench this time. Moussa Sissoko, Steven Bergwijn, Carlos Vinicius and Dane Scarlett. Now, please do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Who was your man of the match? Because mine was certainly Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, because he was just absolutely excellent. He cleared up all of the mess. He took the ball from the defence. He gave it forward. He just done everything. And I think he has been, no doubt, the best signing of this Premier League season. Not just for Tottenham, but in the Premier League in general. He has been an absolutely superb signing. And I'll be very, very surprised if this time next year he is not Tottenham Hotspur captain, because for me, he is one of the best players out there, a real leader on the pitch. Of course, you've got to give special mentions to the likes of Lucas Moura and Eric Lamela. They don't start every game. They gave 110%. A lot of people will argue, yeah, but this is only West Bromwich Albion. They're a very, very, very poor Premier League side anyway, and they should be performing. But it's all about taking opportunities. And I feel that Eric Lamela and Lucas Moura, certainly did take their opportunities yesterday. Straight after Tottenham's victory against West Bromwich Albion at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, Spurs head coach Jose Mourinho said, "I'm not used to losing 3 matches in a row, and Tottenham is the same. So we have to admit that it has not been a week where we have felt very, very comfortable. But I was very positive because what the players showed in this game, I knew that they would. I think that we played very well, and I'm speaking about the mentality of the players brought to the game. The players are together, the players want to win, they are committed, and today they went on the pitch only with one thing on their mind, and that was to win the game. This was the thing that pleases me more, the way that the players approached it." I'm now going to go through some of the match facts and stats. Now, we do have an excellent record against newly promoted sides. Spurs have lost just one of our past 27 Premier League home games against newly promoted sides, winning 24 and drawing 2. The only defeat in that spell was going down 3-1 against Wolves in December 2018. Substitute Dane Scarlett became Tottenham's youngest player to make an appearance in the Premier League, aged just 16 years and 320 days. Tottenham's Harry Kane has now scored in 13 of his past 15 Premier League appearances against newly promoted opposition, 14 goals, including each of the past 6. The first player to manage that since Mohamed Salah between January and December 2018. Only Callum Wilson, 40%, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin, 38%, have scored a higher portion of their team's Premier League goals this season than Spurs duo Harry Kane and Heung-min Son, and that is 36%. Only in the 2016-27 season has Tottenham's Heung-min Son scored more goals in a single Premier League campaign than the 13 he has netted so far this season. And back in the 2016-17 season, he scored 14. I'm now going to go through all of today's newspapers showing the reports from the Tottenham Hotspur win against West Bromwich Albion. This one I'm going to start with is from the Sun newspaper. Harry, you are my sunshine. Dynamic duo reunited. Son Heung-min could not shine until Harry Kane returned to the rain. Striker Harry Kane was a shock starter a week earlier than expected after injuring both ankles last month. Now, Heung-min Son said, he is so important, one of the best strikers in the world. Harry Kane coming back and scoring straight away is just what we needed. So you've then got this inside article here, flash of ankle. And it then goes on to say about Tottenham's all-time record goal scorers, because, of course, Harry Kane is now the joint second highest goal scorer at Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. An incredible record. He has now scored 208 goals in 317 appearances. And weirdly, Bobby Smith, who played for the club between 1955 and 1964, he also scored 208 goals for Tottenham in exactly the same amount of appearances. Incredible record. Harry Kane is now 58 goals behind record holder Jimmy Greaves. I'm sure he will get it if he stays at Spurs. Now, Harry Kane's last 7 seasons at Tottenham, the 2014-15 season, he scored 31 goals in 51 games. The next season, in the 15-16 season, 28 goals in 50 games, 35 in 38 in the 2016-17 season, 41 in 48 in the 17-18 season, 24 in the 18-19 season, 24 in the 19-20 season, and of course 20 goals so far in 30 games this season. An incredible record. Now, the Sun newspaper have given player ratings here. Hugo Lloris got a 6, Serge Aurier got a 7, Ben Davies got a 6, Davinson Sanchez got a 7, Toby Alderweireld a 6, Lucas Moura a 7, Eric Lamela a 6, Heung-min Son a 7, Tanguy Ndombele a 6, Harry Kane a 7, and they have given star man an 8 out of 10 to Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Now, I said on my full-time thoughts video yesterday that I thought that Pierre-Emile Højbjerg was my man and match. Certainly, I thought he had a fantastic game. I know a lot of people in the comments section below on previous videos, they have put that they were very impressed with Lucas Moura and Eric Lamela. I was exactly the same as well, but Pierre-Emile Højbjerg for me just nicked it. 8 out of 10. I agree with that from the Sun newspaper here. Now, match stats that they're going through here. Tottenham had 66% possession to West Bromwich Albion's 34. We had 8 corners to their 0. We had 6 shots on target to West Bromwich Albion's 1, and we had 4 other shots off target. West Bromwich Albion had 3. But yeah, a very good report here. It says here, love was in the air at White Hart Lane as Valentine's Day arrived early. Even though the sexiest and most talked about pair of ankles in North London stayed firmly on the ground and under wraps, Jose Mourinho did the football equivalent of turning up at your door unannounced with a dozen red roses, a box of chocolates and an engagement ring as he gave a surprise recall to Harry Kane to the Spurs side after injury. This next report we're going to look at is from the Daily Mail, and it states here, look who's back, talking about Harry Kane back from his injury. And then at the top here, we are the Harry Kane team, admits Jose. Jose Mourinho said after the game, the team depends a lot on him. I cannot hide that. I promised myself I was not going to speak about individuals because I was so happy to close this negative series of 3 defeats. But it is very hard to run away from the fact he's a very important player for us. It then states here, Talisman returns to fire Spurs to victory, and Son's shining again. Harry Kane is back. With him comes the revived Heung-min Son, and with those two among the goals, Tottenham can move forward with confidence and ambition once again. Now, the player ratings here, they have gone for 7.5 for Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, and they have also gone for 7.5 for Eric Lamela. This next one is from the Daily Express, and the main heading here is the old 1-2. Kane and Son get the job done as Big Sam surveys damage. They sound more like emergency roof repairers than the Premier League's most potent strike force. Once again, Harry Kane and Heung-min Son live up to their reputation of getting a thoroughly professional job done within the hour. And this bottom article here says that Jose Mourinho backs Harry to break Jimmy Greaves' tally. Interestingly, in the player ratings from the Daily Express, they have given Harry Kane the most. They have given Harry Kane an 8 out of 10. And interestingly, this morning, Tottenham Hotspur Football Club tweeted that Harry Kane had actually won the Man of the Match award. They gave 4 players to vote for: Harry Kane, Heung-min Son, Lucas Moura and Eric Lamela. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg wasn't even in the Tottenham Hotspur list. Eric Lamela on the ratings list here from the Daily Express has only got a 5. And that is actually the worst of all of the Tottenham Hotspur players. I completely disagree with that. This next one is from the Daily Star, and on the back pages here it says Harry Kane, Tottenham 2, West Bromwich Albion 0. Star storms back after deciding own fitness. Jose Mourinho revealed he let Harry Kane decide for himself whether he was fit enough to play against West Bromwich Albion. Harry Kane returned from injuries to both of his ankles to score against the Baggies yesterday, with Heung-min Son netting the other. Then there is a larger report here, double page inside. Kane and stable. And it says here, Jose Mourinho told Tottenham's shot guy forwards to step it up this week. What he really meant was stand down, lads. Harry Kane is back. And interestingly, the player ratings in the Daily Star newspaper, they have given star man to Pierre-Emile Højbjerg 8 out of 10. This next one is from the Daily Mirror, and it's on the front here of the football supplement of Mirror Football. And it says here, the special wonder. Jose Mourinho says, I wasn't going to single anyone out, but the team so depends on Harry Kane. He is one of the best in the world, period. Jose Mourinho broke a promise to himself by singling out Harry Kane for special praise after his remarkable return to save Tottenham. And then inside here, he's got 200 and great. Talking about Harry Kane's 208 goals for Tottenham Hotspur. And I love this picture. Absolutely love this picture. And Tottenham tweeted it as well. You see here, Harry Kane and Heung-min Son. And at the top, can't smile without you. You know, it just feels so good getting back to winning ways. Yes, it's West Bromwich Albion. And I know a lot of people were saying, yeah, but you know, it's West Bromwich Albion. They're the worst team in the league. They've conceded the most goals in the league so far this season. But, you know, win is a win. It's about building on this, on these 3 points now and taking it into the next game. Of course, it then shows the Premier League table here, showing that Tottenham are 8th. We've played 22. We have won 10. We've drawn 6. We've lost 6. Scored 36 goals, conceded 22. We have 36 points. We are now 4 points behind Liverpool, who are, of course, in 4th position. So 4 points from the top 4. This next one is from the Times newspaper, and the main heading here says Spurs still reliant on Kane. And the box there showing all of the little dots. They are all of Harry Kane's touches in the 90 minutes of the match, showing that he had a real impact in the game. And the first paragraph of this article, it says, Pep Guardiola always was ahead of the game. 3.5 years have passed since the Manchester City manager described Tottenham Hotspur as the Harry Kane team, and yet the name has never felt more appropriate. This next one is from the Guardian newspaper, and the main heading reads, Ruthless Kane snaps Spurs back into gear. And then it states, when Harry Kane is missing, Tottenham play like a team without a brain. Everything feels more coherent when he is on the pitch. Heung-min Son comes alive on the left, hunting opportunities and giving defenders nightmares. Everyone grows in stature, and with a crisis brewing in the background, it was easy to see why Jose Mourinho decided to gamble, bringing him back less than a fortnight after the England captain injured both ankles when Spurs lost to Liverpool. This next one is from the Daily Telegraph, and the main heading here is Kane's early return sparks instant Spurs revival. It then goes on to say about Pep Guardiola's comments again from 3 years ago. It says Pep Guardiola was more than 3 years premature when he described Tottenham Hotspur as the Harry Kane team. Guardiola regretted the assessment, which was unfair at the time, but there is growing evidence that Spurs and head coach Jose Mourinho need Harry Kane more than ever. It would be wrong to credit only Harry Kane for this victory that arrested Tottenham's run of 3 consecutive Premier League defeats, but the striker's early return from injury inspired the teammates and helped to lift the pressure on Jose Mourinho. Not only did Harry Kane score on his comeback, but he had a hand or a chest in Heung-min Son's first goal in 7 games. Also, the Daily Telegraph have put here rising up the charts, talking about Harry Kane's goal-scoring record. And it says Jimmy Greaves, 266 goals in 379 appearances. Harry Kane has got 208 goals in 317 appearances. Bobby Smith, 208 goals in 317 appearances. Martin Shivers is 4th. He has got 174 goals in 367 appearances. Cliff Jones, 159 goals in 378 appearances. And Jermaine Defoe is 6th, 143 goals in 363 appearances. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please do put all of your thoughts and comments in the comments section below. If you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. I'll see you on the next video. Stay safe and well, and come on you Spurs.